Because the Olympic Games is probably the biggest thing that's happened to Britain for quite a long time, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's something which is probably going to keep me busy for the next 2 years. It's been quite intense for the last year as well, so fantastic job and a real big challenge to take on.
Now, our friend from Canada who's been over talking to you was saying that the last thing they wanted to do was to put their feet up after the thing had finished. So you're looking at a longer stint than 2 years, aren't you?
Absolutely. Our marketing strategy actually takes us through from 2010 to 2013. So we're already planning ahead. We're planning beyond the closing ceremony to the year beyond as well. Because as we've been learning and hearing from our Canadian friends this week, that's in their opinion when the hard work really does kick in to close the sale. We can get some fantastic coverage of Britain over the next 2 years, and particularly during the Olympics. But if we really want to turn those viewers into visitors, then the hard work will kick in at the back end of 2012.
And you're looking to make the Olympic Games a benefit to tourism in the United Kingdom, aren't you? A real benefit.
Absolutely. Our key objective is to spread the economic benefit of hosting the Games across the whole of the UK. So in looking beyond 2012, a business as far north as Scotland or as far west as Cornwall will benefit from the impact of the global conversation being on Britain during 2012.
And tourism is a key issue as far as Olympic Games is concerned, isn't it? I mean, people are going to come here. It's not just British people. People from all over the world are going to see the Olympic Games in Britain as a showcase.
Absolutely. It's one of the potentially most valuable legacies from hosting the Games. Initial projections of the tourism legacy, the additional revenue that could come into the country is in the region of £2 billion. And that's before we look at the wider picture, the more balanced scorecard of how it can help to raise standards, improve the welcome to the country, and really make this a much more appealing proposition for visitors. And tourism clearly is a major net contributor towards the British economy.
What key actions are you taking to make sure that Britain gets the most out of the Olympic Games?
Well, Visit Britain has devised a very clear strategy for the next few years. We've learned from previous hosts like the Canadians, like the Australians, the German World Cup, and other mega events that have happened over the last 10 years. And our strategy makes us look at the key channels. We focus on media, we focus on working with brand partners, we focus on working with tour operators. We're not a million miles away from our normal day-to-day business. It's what Visit Britain does, and clearly the Olympics provides us with an opportunity to magnify that several times.
So you're looking at this being a big economic benefit over a very long period of time. So you're saying £2 billion. Over what sort of period is that £2 billion going to come, and what are the extras that we're going to get from it?
Well, the £2 billion is a projection, an independent projection by the Oxford Economics Group that takes us through to 2017. Clearly, we're looking at a decade of sport, of world-class sporting events in this country, starting this year with the Ryder Cup, actually, looking ahead to the Commonwealth Games in 2014, the Rugby League, Rugby Union World Cups as well, coming in the next few years. So that will keep the momentum going and keep Britain in the global spotlight.
So you're looking at a great deal of money and a great deal of economic potential from the Olympic Games. Are there any other benefits, social legacy, things like that?
Well, I mentioned just now about improving the welcome we offer to visitors to this country. I think that's an important legacy in terms of how tourism makes a huge contribution. It's one of the biggest employers in the UK economy. By improving standards and skills, by improving that welcome we offer to visitors, and I think that will leave a very strong legacy within British society as well.
Yes. Now, Canada has 2% of its GDP from tourism. We've got a lot more here. One of the things that they did in Germany was that they taught all of the Germans to be nice to the visitors. Are we going to do something like that?
The Germans had the National Friendliness and Service campaign in the run-up to the 2006 World Cup. A great case study for us to look at. There are certainly some aspects of that initiative that we can borrow from as we roll in towards 2012. but very much it's horses for courses. What works in Germany wouldn't necessarily work in the UK.
You mean we're not going to have jolly cockneys?
We'll have jolly cockneys, and we'll have many others as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that we can offer them a great welcome in this country. Though.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much indeed, Chris. Thank you.